Knott's Berry Farm is a Southern California classic theme park that has been around for over 100 years. It's filled with fun rides for the whole family and some thrilling roller coasters. But the question we're going to be asking today is Knott's Berry Farm worth your money? Now to figure this out, we're going to be comparing the park ticket prices, the food prices, the parking prices, to all the entertainment and rides and value you get for that price. And because theme parks are so expensive, we want to find out, is it worth it to spend all your money at this place? Or is there other ways you can save when visiting here? Or is it even worth it to visit Knott's Berry Farm for yourself? Alright, so let's start off with ticket prices. Knott's tickets can range between $69 all the way up to $80 for one day. Alright, so up on the screen we'll be keeping track of how much it will cost you to visit Knott's Berry Farm, and then how much it could cost you if you choose to save money in certain areas. Now immediately we run into our first way that we can save money. We can choose to go during the week, which will be significantly cheaper than going on the weekend. But of course this isn't possible for some people, so let's find out other ways that you can save money. Now the next major spending point for a lot of guests is going to be parking. Parking is $25, and unfortunately it is one of the few things that it's going to be really hard to save money on. There's practically no parking super close to Knott's Berry Farm besides the parking that Knott's owns itself. So you're going to probably be spending that $25 unless you get dropped off by another person. That is the only way that you can really get around the parking fee. So as you can see, without the savings, it's already starting to add up pretty quickly. We're already at $105 per person. And we haven't even gotten to food yet, which is one of the most expensive things at theme parks. Alright, so let's talk about food. So Knott's Berry Farm's food is pretty good, but it's also really expensive. It's going to cost you about $25 per meal at Knott's. Now, luckily, Knott's Berry Farm is right in the middle of Buena Park, and there are some great food options right outside the park. You can even walk there from the park. And these restaurants are going to be significantly cheaper than the restaurants inside the park. So if you want to spend the money, go ahead and eat inside the park. But if you're looking to save, definitely check out some of the restaurants right around and outside Knott's Berry Farm, because they definitely will help you save a lot of money. On average, eating inside the park is going to cost you about $25 per meal. Eating outside is going to run you a little bit less, more like $15 per meal. Now this brings us to our total cost with and without savings. You can see you save over $50 using these saving techniques. And it's going to cost you about $155 for one person one day if you don't save anything. Now this is where the decision is on you. It's up to you to decide if that $155 or that $99 is worth your money. And you can decide what you want to spend when you go to Knott's Berry Farm. Now that being said, we do have some extra tips that anybody can use no matter how much you want to spend at Knott's Berry Farm in order to save money. Some little tips that will definitely help you save money in the long run. So our first extra tip is to bring your own water bottles. While Knott's doesn't let any food or drink inside the park, they do let water bottles, and they do also let hydro flasks. Sometimes they'll even refill your hydro flask at restaurants if you go up and ask. So definitely bring your own water, because buying bottles of water can be really expensive, and there's not many water fountains throughout the park. Do not buy the fast lane if you're going on a weekday. It will not be crowded enough for that the fast lane is worth it to you. So definitely do not buy it. If it's a weekend and you're wanting to spend the extra money, go for it. But the fast lane is not necessary on weekdays or even on weekends, not during the summer. Any weekend that's not a peak day, so not a holiday, not a summer, is definitely not going to be that crowded. So you don't need the fast lane. Alright, so our last and final tip is to buy a season pass, especially if you are a Southern California local who visits often. Season passes can be as cheap as $110 for Knott's Berry Farm, meaning if you go twice, it's already worth it. and it includes discounts on food and merchandise, so it really can help you save. Knott's Berry Farm passes are some of the best value out there for theme park passes. So if you're really looking really looking into saving, definitely buy a Knott's Berry Farm pass instead of buying multiple tickets. Alright, so that's going to do it for our tips and tricks video for visiting Knott's Berry Farm and ways to save money. Comment down below if you think that Knott's Berry Farm is the right price for you and how much you'd be willing to spend to visit Knott's Berry Farm for one day. Make sure to comment down below the next park you want to see in this series. We'll definitely be covering the other Southern California theme parks such as Disneyland, Six Flags, Magic Mountain, and Universal. Make sure to comment any other parks that you want to see in this series. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching World of Immersion, and be sure to come back soon.